happening, YouTube? It's K-Mega405 live from the 405, where I'm just a regular gamer talking to the intelligent gamers out there. So I want to say a big thank you to the Xbox community that came in on the debate when it was me against AKA Sylvester, AKA Cobra Commander, AKA that dude gets his mic wet. He probably got to put a bag over that motherfucker. But regardless, let's just get down to the real facts here. Now, I wanted to say thank you guys and for supporting, and for the people that disagree, that's fine. But if you go by what Fame said in the beginning of the debate, it was whoever name in the comment section came up, whoever thought that won the debate, and K-Mega405's name was it was all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Jabari got beat. Just a fact. But so, and another thing that cracks me up with this, about this whole ordeal, is that if you felt like you won the debate, you let the video or the podcast itself do the talking. Why do you have to go out and try to address certain things to make it seem like that you won in particular? You know what I'm saying? What you have to make these things work in your favor. I don't have to do that. But there's one thing that I do want to address that is kind of sad, and I don't understand how is it even possible, especially when these people claim to have common sense. But there's some things that I'm going to address, and this video is going to be longer than most. So I apologize for people that hate long videos, but I hope you find it informative, because there was a lot of misleading things that's been said for the last couple of days on Facebook and on Twitter. And, I find it to be hilarious because, for the place that's supposed to be for the gamers, these people have been talking about me and my PlayStation account all damn day yesterday, and they've been talking about it this morning. It's actually sad. I mean, I appreciate the hate, really, because if you're getting hated on, you're doing something right. So I appreciate all the attention, guys. Thank you so much. But there are some things that I will address, and this is the main problem I think that a lot of people in YouTube community don't address, is the fact that the Sony fanatics, the diehards, they are the reasons why the PlayStation fans that want more don't get more, because they will focus on topics that are so irrelevant and that makes no damn sense. But yet, at the end, they will try to justify it as it makes sense. That this is the reason why we do what we do. This is the reason why Sony railroads you guys. Because instead of worrying about my PSN account and if I got hacked or not, where was the conversation when me and Jabari was really bringing up the facts, the issues that had substance? Why is both those things not addressed? Now time when after all the little crazy crumb side shit was being talked about, none of those things got addressed. None of those things of where Jabari said that PSN was a better online service than Xbox Live, when Xbox Live, for a fact, has an award for their online service. PlayStation don't. Where this man lied and said that he talked to Yoshida. He said Yoshida DMs him. He DMs Yoshida. But yet in the next conversation, he said, I don't know, I don't get to talk to anybody, so I had to just assume. Those things weren't addressed. What was addressed was about my PSN account. So let me break this down for people, you know what I'm saying? Because I was talking about it on the next podcast on Xbox 44H channel. Yeah, I know, shameless plug. And, me and Jay Centuries had a little small conversation about it, and he even said that it sounded suspect to him. So we had to break it down, and we had to, see, where he thought, where it sounded suspect to him at. And so again, won't go into full detail, but I will say this. In 2006, that's when I had my PSN account. No, that's not when we got hacked. So stop it. Common sense, people. Common sense. Another thing is, I say it shortly after. I shouldn't have used the word shortly, but I did. Okay, so take it for whatever you will. But I said afterwards we got hacked, which millions of people got hacked back in, well, 2010, 2011, whatever. And you know, I didn't even know that I got hacked. I looked in until I seen it on the news. Then I tried to get. I didn't get any information from Sony, nothing. And then then I called Sony. Couldn't get in touch with them. I guess they were getting overflooded by so many people that was trying to figure out what was going on. So then I seen that I had charges taken out of my account. It wasn't one big lump sum. It was charges that was taken out of my account that I didn't even notice, you know, because I had money already saved in my account. But then when I contacted the bank, of course, you know, I had to do I had my fraud protection, so they were willing to give me my money, but they had to try to get the money back from Sony, and Sony was being some assholes and didn't want to give that money back. So when I finally got to talk to some people, I called them I think it was 3 to 4 times. And by that last time that I talked to him, I was on the phone for about an hour and a half. And you know, I had an attorney because I wasn't playing any games. I wanted my money. I lost like 680 some bucks, and I wanted my money. Well, they was trying to make a deal about this whole, and they had it even on the PSN thing, but I never would sign off on it, where they wanted you to have these games. There was Little Big Planet. There was Infamous. And then there was a month supply. Well, I said a month supply. A month of PSN for free, and you can get 2 other games. And I remember after everything was done, I got Street Fighter Alpha 2 and I got Ridge Racer 4. Cool. All right. So after I told them, you know, I said basically what my attorney told me to tell them. You know, and I got to talk to a higher up. I don't, you know, not a corporate guy, but it was probably somebody in the district, probably district manager or something. It was some kind of manager. I wasn't just talking to a regular representative. And then they finally told me that, you know, in order for me to get all my information, you know, to get all my information or whatever, I had to change my name. So what Jay Centuries and Don was telling me is that my account did get changed. It's just that they transferred everything over. Okay, that's fine. But regardless of the fact, I know that I got my money and I still kept my account. I just had to change my name. So for all the millions of people out there that had to go through different scenarios, I'm trying to understand why people can't comprehend that these type of things happen. There was people that had success and got their money and got the games. You know, not everybody got screwed over. You see what I'm saying? And the policies were different back then. Sony wasn't as stringent as they are now because they know that they could get hacked. I mean, they've been hacked numerous times. And, you know, and there's been special circumstances where, just like with that guy Jihad, he had his name, he had his account changed and all of that, you know, and he didn't he didn't get his stuff locked, because I had my stuff locked at the point in time when I was trying to get my money. So, you know, I don't know how in the hell that anybody could try to say somebody won a debate off of speculation. You can call me a liar all you want to, but you have to prove that I'm a liar. So again, only thing that you're doing is speculating, and you don't win debates by speculating. That's just a fact. Another point that really cracks me up is that I've got shown for quite a few people that there was a guy that made a video about me saying 11 teraflops, and I corrected myself at the very end of the debate. I keep saying a podcast because it's basically kind of like the same thing, but in the debate, and corrected myself. I was in the heat of the moment. Again, common sense, people. You know, it wasn't something that I was just trying to. It's 11%. I just said what I said. People understood what I meant. But then they wanted to drill on that. And then the guy I didn't watch the video. I don't care. Thank you for giving me giving me the spotlight, bro. I really don't care. But I will say this. Before you try to clown, you better try to get your titles right, because you over here calling me dumb or whatever the case may be, you better know how to write your titles, bro, because that shit was a fail right off the bat. So it's cool though. I'm not tripping. I'm not mad at anybody. And like I said before, I'm not tripping about the fact that anybody would think that I'm taking it personal, that the people calling me a liar. That's fine. I know exactly what happened. But my last point before I go, and I apologize for this video being long. I really do. Is that in the very beginning of the podcast, I was called a fraud. I've been called a fraud. This dude has called me all types of names. It's been ridiculous of how many names he's called me. So when I came in, I told Fame, look, I'm not going to be civil. I'm not. I was going to go on in this boy, and he kept on trying to make it all politically correct, and I really wanted to make it as nasty and as gutter as I could, because I was like, I'm going to insult him and I'm going to fire his ass up with facts. But Fame was doing what he felt that was best, and there's nothing wrong with that. But anyway, he was addressing that because I don't own a PlayStation 4 in my home, that I can't speak on PlayStation 4, because on my videos I talk about PlayStation 4. Now, do I talk about PlayStation 4 in a negative light? I do. Do I talk about PlayStation in a positive light? I do. I show PlayStation gameplay. You know why I can do that? It's because I've invested money into the PlayStation brand for over 20 years. I've invested into the PlayStation 4. And it's like the point I made to him is that if I bite into a burger and I know that I don't like it, that experience is already processed in my head that I don't like it, so I don't need it. You know what I'm saying? But how he was trying to present is that I had to eat the whole burger. And then when I brought that point to him, no, you don't have to eat the whole burger, but it's different. No, it's not different. It's the same thing. I've had numerous hours. I played plenty of games on this system. And, for what the system is, it's not a horrible system, but it's not, I think that the previous iterations of the PlayStation is a hell of a lot better. I mean, all you got to do is look at the games from the PlayStation 3 from year 1 to year 3 and look at the games that has been out for the PlayStation 4, and that's already an embarrassment. So again, as they say, moving the goalpost. I don't see how anybody can open their mouth and tell another person that they can't talk about something just because they don't own it. If one person owns just a gaming PC, they already have it established that their gaming PC is better than the other competition. So therefore, they have a right to say, look, I don't like the Xbox One. I don't like the PlayStation. I don't like the Wii. Because it's not powerful enough. It doesn't have the type of games that I like, blah, blah, blah. Same thing with the PlayStation person. That they don't have an Xbox One, there's a reason why they don't like it. They may not like the controller. They may not like, the Xbox community, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? That's all about preference. But you can't tell a person that they can't talk about it, especially if they've put money towards it. So kill yourself with that. That was just absolutely asinine. You know what I'm saying? That I don't even know how anybody could have took you serious. But again, like I said, most of the people that ride behind that dude is cattle anyway. And I'm trying to stop you guys from falling off the cliff. But anyway, I definitely want to hear your thoughts about it. I plan on hearing quite a few things. And definitely, again, thank you guys for the support. Xbox Nation, stand up. And gamers just stand up, man. It's just all about common sense all around the board. I do this for the love of gaming, and I will continue to do this for the love of gaming. And that's what it's all about. It's not so much about the preference; it's about the consumerism. And and however you fly is however you fly. But anyway, this is K Mega 405, man. Hit that like button. We are out.